Are you ready?
Yes.
Avengers.
Well, no, but yes.
Avengers Endgame spoilers.
Avengers Endgame spoilers. If you haven't... Okay. I saw on Twitter a few days ago, someone asked, I've never seen a Marvel movie. Is it okay for me to go see this?
No.
No.
No. Well,
You
okay.
fucking idiot. No, it's not.
You might enjoy it, but you'll be so confused.
You'll enjoy it on a very basic level, but you will not understand a single fucking thing that's happening.
So, I think the biggest thing is the ending of the movie in terms of what they do, because they give us endings, but in different ways. Yeah. It's not like Cap dies and then Tony dies. Mm-hmm. Tony dies. Everyone's at the funeral. Cap has his own life. He actually because Tony was able to get his life that he wanted, and Cap unfortunately never got that chance with Peggy until he finally went back.
Question.
Yeah.
So when Cap went back...
Yeah.
Two questions. A, did he go and create another timeline to an alternate universe and then jump back to the main universe as an old man?
No.
Or was he in their timeline? Are you sure?
Yes, because
going back and doing that is such a drastic change.
He didn't come back though. He didn't come back through the portal. He stayed in the past. Yeah. So... Someone brought this.
Well, no, he had, as Old Man Cap, he had the time travel thingy on, so I think he did jump back.
I don't think so. He
just didn't come out of that platform.
I don't think so, because he was supposed to come back to the platform.
I
think he stayed.
But then why did he still have that thing on?
Because he went back with it.
But if he just then lived up to that day, he wouldn't need it.
I don't know.
I think, because it was established earlier that you don't have to jump back to one of those platforms. You can, because like they went back to the 70s, there wasn't a platform for them to go to.
Okay.
So I do think that he went back, created another timeline, branching universe, and then came back to their main universe.
I'm not really sure.
Or if he did just go back in their timeline, then that would have to mean that when you see in Winter Soldier, when Peggy is like... that's where I met my husband because Steve Rogers saved him from the
well, also
camp. She would have been lying.
There's a line that she has saying about she's talking about her husband, but she has dementia, and she's looking at Cap going, "He looks so young," and people are saying that she's talking about him, but he doesn't realize.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily know that this would have been a concrete idea. By that point.
Well, the same writers.
Well, yeah, but I don't know that they were thinking that far ahead, that specifically.
Well, they weren't planning out these movies, but it doesn't mean that they have to plan it out back then.
Well, yeah.
It's just all tie-in. Regardless of how it is, he got to live his life. Like, that's the main point. Like,
But what I'm wondering is, like, did he just go back and fucking steal some guy's wife, basically? If it was someone else that she was supposed to marry or had married?
I have no idea. But all I know is that there's been the directors and the writers will come out and explain this. I haven't really looked into like them explaining it. I just love how they ended it. I just think that it's fine as it is. If you consider it plot holes or you have questions, they'll answer stuff down the road. You can find the answers.
Yeah. Two things about it. I'm so happy with Cap's ending. I think it's well deserved. Excuse me, but also. I would be absolutely fucking astonished if we never see Chris Evans as Captain America again.
Probably won't.
I think we will.
I don't think so. I think it's done. I think because Chris Evans has been wanting out of his contract and he finally is out.
But
I think he'll return maybe down the road.
That's what I'm saying. I would
in a one-off, but I doubt we'll see him like continue in some sort of.
But I would be absolutely shocked if he never comes back in any way.
Well, since they know the quantum realm is a thing,
because you know what, they could so easily make a movie, Captain America going back and returning the stones, and maybe something tries to stop him along the way. Okay, I would love to see that movie of him hopping around through time.
Maybe, but what I would like is. Cap is gonna die. Like he's old man. He's gonna die.
Maybe say like in the 50s in the comics, there was a Captain America run of him after going into the ice. He just suddenly shows back up in the mid 50s, and it turns out it's someone else. It's just some fucking crazy guy that thinks he's Captain America. Yeah, they could do something like that.
Well, they could easily do a thing to where we're in his timeline and they do a Captain America movie set in the 50s or 60s where he's a little older. But what I'm thinking is what they could do,
Because he absolutely, when he's with Peggy, he absolutely could have been doing secret shit for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Maybe. But what I think what they might do is... Hold on, dude.
I just got an idea.
I'm trying to talk here. Stop. So, what I think they might do is down the road, they might pull him from a timeline and have him in a battle if need be because of something going on like Galactus.
Right.
Because I would love if they pull an Iron Man or a Captain America from the timeline when battling Galactus. Because, like, I want to see those characters interact with the Fox characters that now potentially they may never interact.
There is precedence in the comics of them going back and getting a younger Tony Stark.
That's what they probably will do.
So they could recast and just have some, like, 25.
No, bring
No, I'm saying they go back and get, like, 18-year-old Tony Stark.
Oh, okay.
That's happened in the comics.
Well, they'll do the de-aging, because that de-aging on Michael Douglas in that small sequence on the phone was great.
And I love that they de-aged Stan Lee to make him look like he actually did in the 70s.
Yeah. Did you see that quick little shot of the original Ant-Man helmet?
Yeah, which I love the nod, but looking at it and the rules that this universe has established for Pym particles and for shrinking means your whole face has to be covered. So the fact that it doesn't make any sense in this universe.
Well, I mean, he's creating Pym particles. He hasn't perfected it.
Yeah.
Or he's not using it yet. That we know of.
So they could in the future, if they wanted, they could do a sort of secret Avengers things, like doing secret shit for S.H.I.E.L.D. and Captain America could set up an early Avengers team in secret, like have young Ant-Man.
And that could inspire Nick Fury to, even though the name came from Captain Marvel, I think
But I think he was kind of thinking this whole time, like, we should really have a special team.
And I bet that maybe something in the files he reads of something like that.
But so they could do like a secret 60s Avengers thing. You could have young Hank Pym as Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And young fucking... What's her name? Michelle Pfeiffer's... His wife. I can't remember her name. Hope. No, that's her daughter.
Oh. I forget.
Yeah. We could have her as the 60s Wasp.
I wanted to see her in the battle. I don't think she was in the fight.
No, she wasn't.
No.
We could have Nick Fury's dad.
Okay.
There's precedence that the Samuel L. Jackson character is Nick Fury Jr.
Oh, okay.
And that his father was white David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury. You know what I mean?
Bring David Hasselhoff in.
Sure.
Now...
Because that movie of his was bad, but he's not a bad actor. Do you
think... Because the final fight was... God tier. It was so good.
That is the most pornographic shot of anything I've ever seen. When they're all, you just pan over and just see.
Avengers.
A billion of them.
Yeah. Now, with the,
and I love I guess Doctor Strange went to Xanadu,
maybe
Xanathar, whatever the Nova Corps planet is.
Yeah.
Because you see their ships come through.
Yeah.
But yeah, that.
Okay, so with the shot of Captain Marvel and Spider-Man interacting, and then there's a shot of all the enemies coming, and then all the female heroes come into play, and I think they're teasing A-Force, dude.
Yeah.
And they were talking about A-Force back when they were doing press junket for Infinity War. So I don't know.
Well, we kind of had that moment is kind of the sequel to She's Not Alone. You remember in Wakanda when Scarlet Witch goes up against what's her face?
But like this was like 10 times.
This was
bigger.
All everyone except for Black Widow.
So I have
what the fuck is the Black Widow movie gonna be?
Prequel. So dude, we talked about this last time.
Did we?
Yes.
Boo.
Remember?
I don't know.
You drink too much. Anyways, I think what they're gonna do, what they might do for the next Avengers movie, is A-Force. I don't think it's gonna be Avengers 5 specifically. Now. Okay, what they get...
Well, the fact is, it's taken them this long to get a female-led movie.
But here's the thing.
That they're going to do it.
Well, here's what I think they're doing.
I'm sure they'll do it, just not anytime soon.
Well, I think what they might do is this. Captain Marvel 2 in Phase 4. Then Avengers 5. Okay. In Avengers 5 is going to be clearly more female heroes like Hope. It's probably going to have Wanda. It's probably going to have Captain Marvel. It's probably going to have...
Maybe Black Widow if they find a way... Because they could just snatch her out of time.
Yeah. No problem. I think that the Avengers 5 is going to have more female heroes in the mix besides Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow with a bunch of other male heroes. I think it's going to be a mixture, a more variety.
Yeah.
Right? So, I think in Phase 5, they're going to do an A-Force movie. I think it's not going to replace Avengers. I think it's going to be probably maybe not to the big scale of what they teased in that shot of A-Force, but I think it's going to be 6 to 8 heroes.
All female.
They all come together, yep. Yeah. And there'll probably be cameos of maybe like Hulk, but like they're not going to be a part of the team, but they're going to be popping in so that it feels like an Avengers movie, but it's A-Force.
I'm betting, though, that if they do it, they won't call it A-Force.
I think they will.
Well, I mean, they definitely could, and that would make me excited.
This could be their way to,
I think
introduce, but this could be their way to have She-Hulk really formulated into the mix. But
if they called it A-Force, the general population would go, "What is that? I don't know what that is."
That's why Marvel is really good at their marketing to show what it is. But I think they're going to have some male heroes in the mix to kind of.
They might it might be called Avengers A-Force.
Okay.
You know, but I don't think they just call it A-Force.
I personally would like A-Force.
I would too. I just don't
another
think
subsidiary of team-up movies. Because Guardians is a team-up movie. The X-Men film down the road is going to be a team-up movie, essentially, because it's all these characters, mutants coming together as a team. Right. A-Force is going to be another thing that they could do to where they have... It's another Avengers-style movie with more focus on the female-centric characters. Now, what I mean by cameos and bits coming in of male heroes, I'm not saying they'll be a part of the team. I'm saying that will help push the narrative and probably help push more people to go see it because they'll know Hulk pops up at some point. Thor might be involved, and maybe something's going on.
What it could be is... Is there a precedent in the comics? For some reason, I'm remembering that this happened. I don't know if it actually did or not. There's something happens, and like every man in the world is incapacitated somehow.
I don't know.
So it's only the female heroes that can do anything.
It could.
I think it might be something along those lines, but yeah.
Now,
because otherwise it would be kind of strange if they were just like, "Hey, let's make an all-female Avengers," and everyone else would just go, "Why? Why would you not want the Hulk to be there? He's the Hulk."
They could do something like that.
In universe, it would make more sense if like the men couldn't do anything for whatever reason.
That could happen. My thing was too, the time traveling I think was really well done in terms of where they were traveling. And what's crazy, they were able to expand on the original Avengers movie.
Yeah.
With like what was happening right after the shot of Loki, like the Hydra comes in, they take the staff, and then it's insane.
Which that never occurred to me, but of course that's what happened. You know,
it makes sense. So, and then they do a brilliant callback to the elevator scene from Winter Soldier.
And because you got to think, how the fuck did Hydra, Doctor whatever the fuck, how did he get the staff in Ultron?
That's how he gets it.
It's like, oh, duh, Hydra came and took it. Yeah, of course.
And they show it. Yeah. And then they added the line from when Captain America whispered "Hell Hydra." They added that in as a good little moment.
And that's something else we could have. You know, maybe say Steve Rogers was found in the 50s in this altered timeline, and Hydra was the one. Hydra found him, brainwashed him. We could have Hydra Cap as a villain at some point down the line, and then like he gets fixed and cured and is good again, and then they just put him back in the ice because he wasn't supposed to be found yet.
That could happen.
You know,
but the time travel was great, and they
I love the way they explained it.
They got Robert Redford back from Winter Soldier as a cameo. It was so crazy to think, wait, he was there that day,
but
they found
because Robert Redford is retired. I'm astounded.
Well, they shot these back to back in 2017. Well, so technically, but also.
The fact that Robert Redford would do this to be on screen for 15 seconds.
Here's the crazy thing. He got paid a lot of money.
Oh,
here's the crazy thing. But... The same writers wrote Winter Soldier, wrote this. So like they were like, we're going to call back to our own fucking movies. Right. And we're going to include them. We're going to include him in the first Avengers. And then Loki gets the Tesseract. Yeah. And that's sets with the Disney Plus show.
Which I'm actually very interested in that because it could be his Loki show could now be anything.
Yeah.
Because it's not the mainline universe. It could be fucking anything at all.
Tom Hiddleston's going to have a blast doing it.
Everyone
thought, why did Vision not come back? Why did Loki? It's because
they're getting their own shit.
Well, they were pre-snap.
Yeah.
So, like, technically, Hulk tried to save, like, Black Widow, who died literally a little bit before, but, like, trying to go back and save them in the timeline 5 years later, it'd be impossible. He would have died. If he would have attempted... Well, the reason why he lost his arm is because he tried to go back and try to save Black Widow, which would not have happened because she sacrificed her soul for the stone.
Yeah,
so you can't just replace that.
It makes sense that he couldn't get her back, but I think he could at least get Loki back. I just think he didn't think to.
No, he doesn't care because I'm trying to save.
Right, but he's saying what he's in his head. He's saying, okay, everyone that got snapped and Black Widow. That's all he's thinking about.
Yeah, and
I just think he didn't consider.
And that's why Vision and Loki next got snapped.
Yeah.
Vision just got the stone tore out of his head.
Loki did get snapped, technically.
So, how is the Disney Plus show going to work with WandaVision? And the stupidest name ever, but you get my point.
Yeah, I think she's going to find a way to bring him back. Because her powers are based
on... There's a thing about how Shuri might have his, his DNA, not DNA, but like the code, because she was extracting the stone from his head.
You can absolutely copy his AI, and because her powers are based on warping reality, I think she can absolutely bring him back.
Okay.
But I think what it's going to be, at least the first season, is she's going to find a way to bring him back, but without having the Mind Stone, he's going to be the black and white Vision.
Okay.
That is the soulless robot.
Yeah.
So the first season, I think, is going to be them trying to find a way to give him his humanity back.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you feel about Professor Hulk? I wish we would have had more time to show how he got to that point.
I like Professor Hulk in the comics.
I think, but we didn't have, unfortunately, not enough time.
It was so sudden that it was a little jarring, and also, I'm sad now that we're probably never gonna see Mark Ruffalo just as himself again.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Unless something major happens where he gets separated from Hulk.
Also, it's kind of weird because if you go back and look at Avengers 1 Hulk, he looks completely different.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, I think over time, Hulk...
He's become more Bruce Banner than
Hulk.
It's
because... Think about it. Hulk, he was in the
Hulk...
set
it up.
He was in the Hulk state for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I understand maybe how he started to look different.
But it makes me wonder. It's the Hulk's body with Banner's mind. So what is the Hulk's consciousness? What is he... Can he just see and hear everything, but he can't speak?
I guess not.
Yeah. I don't know. It's fine.
I think what I want them to do is to have more of an explanation when he appears again, because it needs to be more addressed.
Yeah, I think it's just that, because when you first meet Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner, he's this like depressed, scared, angry guy, and now he's big funny man, you know, and I don't think that is not where I saw this character going.
Yeah, you thought it was somewhere else.
Yeah.
Now,
but it's fine.
Did you see where Thor was going?
No, I did not.
See, here's my thing, and I think you're going to agree. Mm-hmm. The reason why Fat Thor is not ruining the character.
Yeah, it makes perfect.
It's because
Thor has never had a win. Think about it.
He's had wins, but
what I mean is
he failed humanity.
Yeah,
he didn't go for the head, and so half of everything in existence got snapped out. Then he goes for the head in an Endgame. It doesn't change a thing.
Right.
He doesn't feel anything once he goes for the head and kills Thanos. He's killed many things in life.
But think about it. Okay, so Thor won. Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
But he lost his brother.
True.
Avengers. Yeah, he won. But he lost his brother again.
Yeah.
Thor 2.
Lost his mom.
Yeah, he won.
That was
but he
a beautiful
lost his
moment
mom.
with his mom.
Yeah.
So good.
Avengers 2. Yeah, they won. But Thor has seen this vision of like everything's gonna fucking go away.
The Infinity Stones. He saw something.
Yeah. Thor Ragnarok.
He
won.
But he lost.
But he lost Asgard.
He lost everything. He lost his home.
Yeah.
He lost everything there.
Then Avengers Infinity War.
He didn't go for the head.
Didn't win.
Half of
Loki
everything
died again. For real.
Half of everything was destroyed. Heimdall died.
Thor's whole life has been a series of, well, yeah, he beat the bad guy, but he lost everything else.
But I think this was his breaking point.
Yeah,
because
absolutely
he could have saved.
He could have saved trillions of people. And
everything else.
Yeah, and you're right. Then he does go for the head, and it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, and so his way.
So of course he's a depressed alcoholic.
And people are like, "Well, it doesn't ruin him because that's how he handles his depression."
Yeah.
Now he's always been a drinker.
Oh yeah.
The fact that he's drinking more does not surprise me one bit.
Now he's drinking and not fighting.
He's not in Korg and Meagre life. Thank God. I love that.
Yeah.
The Fortnite sequence was dumb though.
It was, but it did get a chuckle out of me when Thor was talking to the kid over the headset.
By the way, the PS4 user who has that name that he mentioned, he changed his bio to referencing Endgame.
Gotcha.
Because he's like, cool. Thor came over and tore my arms off. So,
what did he say? I'll come over, tear your arms off, and
shove them up your ass.
Oh yeah, shove them up your butt.
Some of your butt.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the Is there anything in the film that you hate? There's not anything I hate.
Because
there's a lot of people that are like saying it's. I
hate Hawkeye's stupid fucking haircut.
Fine.
It's so bad. It makes sense because you got to think like he's in with the triads.
He lost everything.
Yeah.
And that's by the way, that was the best way to kind of recap Infinity War.
Oh yeah,
his entire family gets dusted.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I wanted it to be.
I think it was pretty
because we talked about a couple months ago.
Yeah, about the baby.
I wish the baby getting dusted. I wish he had gone to high five her and his hand just goes through hers.
I think it was so brutal that she's going to get the arrow and then he's sitting there. Like, yeah, we're coming. Then he looks over. The fact is,
you got to think in that moment he must have been so fucking scared because he just doesn't know what happened.
Yeah,
he has no idea.
He has no clue what happened.
Yeah,
and then I guess he realized, of course, pretty much quickly, half of everything
I'm sure.
was
Like he probably looked around a little bit and then immediately called Natasha.
You think?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like because she's his lifeline. She's his.
Yeah.
She is the one he would call in that event.
It was just so. The movie is so emotional.
It was. Ant-Man's daughter doesn't make any sense to me. It's only been 5 years, but she looks like she's aged 10. Because when you see her in Ant-Man and the Wasp, she's like 8 years old, and here she looks like she's 18. She's played by 13 Reasons Why girl, whose name I don't know.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
That wasn't her.
It was.
You sure?
Absolutely.
People are saying that wasn't her. People are saying, like, where was she at in the movie?
I
have no idea. But,
13...
I don't think it was her.
It was. I'm relatively certain it was, yeah. Hang on.
I'm going to look it up, too.
Catherine Langford.
People are saying that she's not in the movie. Here we go. Look up the casting.
What?
Yeah, people are saying it's not her. Let's see. Filmography.
What the Okay, then she was supposed to have been then.
Yeah. Present day Emma.
It says
that's her.
Yeah.
Emma Furman.
Because her IMDb is saying that she was in it. It's just not listing her.
Well, that's the thing. They think her scene was cut. Or she was recasted or something.
Yeah.
But I think it was cut.
Weird. Anyways.
But overall, I think the movie is...
It's not perfect. It's not. It does get a little bit messy in the middle, to me.
To me, personally.
Yeah.
You may not agree. I think it's a masterpiece.
Oh, no,
just
it is.
What they accomplished.
Absolutely.
I mean, they stuck the landing.
But... And no movie is perfect, and this one has so few flaws that it's not even really worth talking about them. But
I mean, it's pretty insane what they pulled off here.
I said in our live stream earlier by mistake. I said it's a marvel, but it is. It's incredible to see. What was I gonna say?
Endgame Avengers.
Yeah.
Which was 4 hours long.
Yeah.
The last fight scene's an hour long. That shot of Cap looking at all of that army and he's about to fight them.
Right.
Jesus.
Oh. Okay. So Cap getting the hammer.
Yeah. So good.
So good.
He earned it.
So
And Thor's response, I knew it.
Yeah, I know.
He knew it. He's like, God damn it, Cap. I love how that's how they brought the hammer into the mix. He gets it from Thor the Dark World. He stole it from the other Thor.
Yeah,
I would have laughed if the other Thor would have came in. What the hell are you doing?
I'm assuming Cap must have taken the hammer back because he would have to fix that timeline.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah.
But that was so funny. I wanted Thor from Dark World to pop out. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why are you taking my hammer? He's like, I'm still worthy.
Like for him to fly in immediately after Fat Thor gets it, and Thor just be like, "Oh, bye," and then he teleports away.
He waves.
Yeah.
The mom's saying you need to eat a salad. That was good. There's so many
America's
things.
Ass.
Oh, that's so good. That is America's ass. Him fighting himself was pretty crazy.
Something else. It was.
It also
that's
kind
a complaint I have.
Really?
Not that it happened, but modern Cap should have been able to fucking take out Avengers Cap no problem.
Probably, but also this
he's had like 15 more years of training and
that
experience.
the suit. I'm glad they got rid of that suit.
Yeah,
the suit's not good.
There was something else I wanted to say.
We gotta wrap this thing up, man.
We do. Shit.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. I loved it.
It's phenomenal.
Okay, so the reason why I really hope we at some point get a movie or get something about Cap returning the stones, I need to see him meeting Red Skull on Vormir.
Oh, that, yes.
I need to know what happened
I was
there.
thinking, is he gonna go there?
Yeah.
And then nope, he's going to New York.
What? Yeah. And okay, so Rocket and Nebula know that Gamora died to get the stone, right?
Yeah.
They didn't tell Hawkeye and Black Widow what was going to happen when they got there.
Well, because I don't think they... Well, did she know?
I think so, because she said he went to Vormir to get the stone. He and Gamora went. She didn't come back. So she must have had at least some idea that something bad happens there.
Oh, Nebula.
Yeah. That's another Nebula, a character I've never given two fucks about.
She's actually really good.
She's so good in this.
And I think that she's going to play a major part in Guardians 3 in order to get Gamora back.
I really hope so.
Gamora 2014, who came back, she's not... I don't think she was dusted.
No.
No.
I really hope that there's another time jump for Guardians 3 and that Gamora and Quill fall in love again.
Okay.
Because I don't like a version of them that they're not romantically involved. I laughed when she kicked him in the balls.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like,
you wanted Gamora back.
I wanted Gamora back. Yeah. I kind of hate that they made that rule that if you get sucked into the Soul Stone, you can't come back.
It is pretty, but I mean, it sets up just a new storyline.
Yeah.
Maybe I wonder what she'd be doing.
There is a problem though that this movie creates, and that's they just have time travel now. They just have a time machine.
Well, Tony figured it out.
Yeah, but they still have one.
But still, they figured it out. That means that there's so many possibilities now with the movie.
But what I'm saying is now...
That's why they didn't announce Phase 4 before this movie.
Yeah.
Because you would have completely blown, be like, wait, you're doing that? You can't do that.
Now they need to find a new way to keep the stakes high, because with time travel, they can, and they did with Gamora, at any point, you can just go back and snatch someone out of time if somebody dies.
True, but I think they might come up with a way to kind of fix that. To fix the accessibility of how quick it is or how easy it is.
But they could go back and like say for example their thinking is, oh, we don't want to fuck up someone else's timeline.
Yeah.
Go back to 2012, grab that Black Widow, send Thor into space, have him kill Thanos so that won't be a problem.
Okay.
And then just come back. That timeline is fine. Okay. You know.
Let's do that.
So it creates that problem of okay, why should I care? What are the stakes here? There are none because you can time travel? Okay. Mm-hmm. So they're going to have to find a way going forward to...
for sure.
Keep... Essentially, they have to keep me afraid for people. Like, I have to be afraid of someone dying. There has to be stakes,
Okay, guys.
All right.
Well, I think that's the podcast. Thank you guys for stopping by. We had a lot of spoiler discussions. And
if you haven't seen any of the things we spoiled, but you stayed and listened, don't complain, because fuck you.
You should have listened. Should have listened to us.
Don't tweet us. Yeah. Don't at me, bro.
Don't at me, bro.